بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد. So following on from our introductory class, today we are going to begin our journey in learning the Arabic language. The Arabic language, just like any other language, is made up of sentences, and these sentences are broken down into words. And these words are made up of letters. So letters form the smallest component in the language. For this reason, we are going to begin by learning the Arabic alphabet. The Arabic alphabet consists of 29 letters. There are 29 letters in the Arabic alphabet. In today's class, we are going to begin by learning the first 4 letters of the alphabet. We are going to learn how to write them correctly and how to pronounce them correctly. And we're going to continue in this way until we finish all the 29 letters. So we're going to begin by learning the 29 letters individually, how to correctly write them and pronounce them. After that, the next step is learning how these letters look like and how they are written when they are joined in words. Because these letters, they appear differently when they're at the beginning, the middle, and the end of a word. So once we've mastered that, inshallah, we're going to move on to the harakat, the short vowels, the fatha, the kasra, the dhamma, how to make these markings or place these markings on the letters and how to pronounce them correctly. After that, we're going to move on to the sukoon, the shadda, and other important rules which will help us in our journey in learning how to read and write. طيب. So we begin with our first letter for today's class. The first letter is Alif. The first letter is Alif. But before that, it's important that we know that the Arabic language is written and read from right to left. We always read and we write from right to left. طيب. So the first letter is Alif. We're going to say this letter 5 times. I want you to repeat after me. 5 times. Alif. 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 طيب. So this is how the letter is pronounced. Alif. There's a few common mispronunciations. The first one is making the A sound heavy. Olive, olive. This is wrong. It should be light. Alif, not O. Second mispronunciation is stretching the lam. So some people say alif, alif. This is wrong. It should be alif, alif. The third mispronunciation is saying the lam as though it's between a kasra and a fatha. So say ale, alif. This is wrong, and you'll find it spelled sometimes A-L-E-F, alif. This is wrong. It should be alif, alif, not ale, alif. So this is in terms of the pronunciation. We have to say alif, alif correctly. طيب. In terms of writing, then it's from the easiest of the letters. It is 1 stroke, starting from the top, going straight down to the bottom. When we're writing, we're going to use our lines in the book as a guide. So we're going to start from the line above, go down and stop at the line below. We're not going to cross this line, and we're not going to start above this line. Once again, from the top, straight down to the bottom line. طيب. The next letter that we're going to learn after the alif, let me move this along, or I'll keep it here, is Ba. The next letter is Ba. We're going to say it 5 times, so you need to repeat after me. Ba, 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 ba. And ba comes from the 2 lips closing together. And once you release, it makes the sound ba, ba. And this is exactly the same sound that you get when you say this word. Bag, ba, ba, bag, ba, bag. In terms of writing the ba, then we take it in 3 steps. So the first step is a slightly curved line, which comes downwards and doesn't really touch the line. It curves before touching the line. Then we're going to use the line, follow the line along, and then go up the same way we came down. We go up. So 3 strokes. 1, straight down, and then up. And then we have to put a dot at the bottom. Yeah? Just like that. Ba. Getting this shape right is very important. Because the next 2 letters follow the same shape. So ba has 1 dot at the bottom. This is a good way to remember. Ba, ba, below. Dot, ba, ba, below. Ba, ba, or ba, ba, bag. Bag, I like bag because if you do this, then it looks like a bag. If I did it here, I think you see it better. Yani it looks like a bag. So these references which jog the mind, they are useful at times to help a person remember the letters and so on. So if you find it beneficial, then you can use that. If you like bag, then you can take bag. But if you want to make up your own one, then that's okay. So after ba, the next letter is ta. The next letter is ta. Notice how the shape is exactly the same as ba. It's written exactly the same way. Only difference is it has 2 dots at the top. So we're going to say this letter 5 times. You need to repeat after me. Ta, 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 ta. And ta comes from the same place as the T in the English language, except that it's more flat on the roof of the mouth. It's more flat than the English ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta is more towards the tip of the tongue. Na'am. So this is going to be written in the same way that we explained the ba. 3 steps. The first step, second step, and third step. Then we put the 2 dots at the top. The next letter is tha. The next letter is tha. Tha. We're going to say that. We're going to say it 5 times. Repeat after me. Tha. 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 An easy way of remembering tha is to remember the letter 3 or the number 3. 3, the beginning of 3 is the same pronunciation as tha. 3 dot tha. 3 dots tha. 3 dots tha. So 3 dots tha is to help you remember tha. And this one we could use 2 dots ta. 2 dots ta. To remember this one, we could remember or use the reference ba, 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 below or bottom or bag, ba, ba, bag, ba, bag. Put that round circle, it turns into a bag. Ba, ba, ta, 2 dots, ta, ta, 3 dots, tha. So let's read all of them together. Alif, ba, ta, tha. ألف با تا ثا ألف با تا ثا. And keep doing that until you've mastered it. Once you've mastered it in order, try and go in the opposite direction, or mix and match between them. See if you can pronounce them. Tha, ta, ba, alif. Tha, ta, ba, alif. What's this? Ta. What's this? Ba. What's this? Tha. What's this? Alif. And so on. طيب. So this is in terms of pronouncing the letters and writing the letters. Our homework is going to be on the book. So this is our homework. Our homework is going to be to write each of these 4 letters. We have to have 5 lines of each of these 4 letters. So alif, then we're going to continue writing alif, and every time we write the letter we have to pronounce it. Every time we write the letter we have to pronounce it. So alif, alif, alif. Make sure that it's in line. If the student or the child wants to do this exercise, they should do it in pencil and supervise them for the first row. Once they do the first row and they are able to do it without making mistakes, then you can leave them to do the rest by themselves. Once they finish that, then they move on to the next letter. If you want to do it all in one day or take breaks in between, but it needs to be completed before the next lesson. Make sure that they're writing it correctly on the line and pronouncing it after every time they write it. They have to say, right? Ba, ba, ba. And notice that we're skipping a line. We're skipping a line. We're skipping a line. So 5 rows of each of these letters. This is the homework. Make sure that this homework is done before the start of next lesson. It needs to be written down neatly, and it needs to be done in a nice way, and make sure you pronounce every time you are writing them. With regards to pronunciation, if you're struggling or unsure that what you're saying is incorrect, then please meet with one of your brothers or your sisters to help you correct your pronunciation. If there's no one to physically meet or see face to face, then try and phone someone who you know is proficient in the Arabic language or the Arabic letters so that they can correct you. This is very important. This is what we have for today's lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.